you turn around and then click it behind you, and then it'll start hitting the creeps immediately.
Or usually sometimes I like to come in from a diagonal like 45-degree angle. I mean, you just play around with the angle. And
Yeah.
one thing about Tinker is that, he could just come in, clear a creep wave really quickly and blink out and before getting ganked. So Tinker is extremely hard to keep down from gank from farming down. A nice blink from Issi running away before he dies once again. And but there is a lot of Scourge heroes coming in. Meanwhile, there's two people jerking off in top lane. Don't know what they're doing. And okay.
Actually, yeah, you guys try to push on top lane, but of course, just Tinker, double Shiva, double Martian Machine, and that just clears about almost any way.
So what do you, there are a lot of strange items on each hero now. Furion has a Mystic Staff. I do believe he's trying to make Hex, but it's still a long way to go. Crystal Maiden has a Blade Mail. You want to talk? That's a very strange item that you don't really. I mean,
I'm not really the captain, and to be honest, like I thought we were gonna lose when I first saw the teams. And, I don't like imbalanced teams. I don't think you learn as much, and being pub stomped. Even if I am pub stomping and I'm winning a lot, like I don't think it's as fun. So I didn't really tell the team like what to get or anything like that. But I guess Crystal Maiden, he always feels like he's getting focus fire too much, so he's just gonna get a Blade Mail, at least return some damage before he dies.
yeah. The thing is,
Hopefully.
one thing about Crystal Maiden is that generally you do want the enemy to focus on yourself, and that sounds like a very weird thing to say. Why would you want your enemy to focus on you? Is that basically after Crystal Maiden casts all her spells, she's basically is just a 600 meat shield for the team. And generally, when you get a Blade Mail, it kind of discourages your opponent from attacking you. So, I mean, it does help her survive longer, but that kind of survivability is not the one that you want. You want them to keep attacking you and draw fire off your teammates. So I generally don't like the Blade Mail there, and you can see that Crystal Maiden has also opt for strength treads, I believe, last time I saw her. So I think what's that orb that it's a 1200 gold and give you mana and whatever,
100
mana
gold.
and HP?
Point booster.
Point booster, there you go. I
Yeah.
think a point booster is really all you need.
I
And you can see
understand.
Tinker, 4 sets of rockets. Oh my god, it's just the most annoying thing. Sentinel was mounting up a push. We're getting ready and we're saying, yeah, let's go. And then 4 sets of rockets and we're like, damn. So, I mean, Sentinel could persist, but I think we should go back now.
Yeah, I think that was like 5 or 6 rockets. I just kept spamming it.
Just
spamming it down.
insane, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't even looking at who I was targeting, just as long as I'm hitting someone. As long as I see two rockets coming out of my mechanical arms or whatever those things are, then I'm happy.
So one thing that the Sentinel has going for her is that all of the Sentinel heroes scales very well, and what I mean by that is that as the game goes on longer and longer, Nevermore, Potm, Sven, and Furion is gonna do a lot. Whereas the Scourge does have things like Crystal Maiden, Dazzle, and Line, which is not gonna do anything during late game. So there gonna be some trouble there. Generally, late game fights. It looks like this. Somehow a grave goes on the Crystal Maiden, and oh my god, looks like. What do you feel about the big spiky Ursa? I mean,
I think he looks kick ass, man. That was pretty cool. I never seen a BKB spike Ursa. Looks like he's coming somewhere out of like a haunted video game, like one of those scary video games, It's like, oh my god, it's a big boss coming,
I feel the looks like Tinker is TPing in, but he is oblivious to what's happening because he's just farming. Like Satoshi
What?
says, whatever, I'm farming.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I didn't even know there's a Sven behind us. Sven actually, he's trying to go through like 4 heroes at once, and finally I noticed this shoot a rocket, and Sven actually BKB himself, and now Issi trying to be noble and trying to save Sven, but he's gonna go down as well, and he's at very low health, and whoa, what's going on?
Okay, that's Ursa. That's what's going on.
Yeah, and
And,
Earthshaker, he's trapped, and he does have a blink dagger, so he blinks. Oh, he almost got spotted. Wow. So, yeah, since when I was playing the game, I thought he just TP'd out, so I stopped chasing him.
Yeah, and in fact, he does not have a TP scroll, so he's just chilling there. Maybe he wants to come in for a surprise ultimate, but even if he gets a full ultimate off, we don't have the team support to carry on the fight. Meanwhile, this Sentinel Scourge going on the middle, doing a bit of damage, but right now the main focus of the game is on the top lane of Scourge, or Sentinel, excuse me there. Everyone trying to defend. Nebula coming in, he is probably going to be able to raise some. However, he takes a poison touch, so he has to pop. He pops the invis, but Ursa not chasing there. So Potm with double damage picks up another kill, but our racks might be going down. So even with double damage, not doing enough fight. But now finally, Issi comes in with his ultimate. We're gonna focus on the Tinker. Starfall goes on.
Where's the arrow?
Oh, no arrow yet. Meanwhile, we're chasing this Tinker, and we haven't lost any racks yet. Just focusing on the Tinker Purge Blade going on there, and this Nevermore is going to go in. Ultimate, just still short, not doing the maximum damage that could be done, and taking up the kill right there.
Well. Yeah, I think I should have just TP'd out when I saw that arrow miss, but oh well.
Yeah, you should have. We had no stuns, though. I mean... So the tide of the game is turning back. We are going for the Crystal Maiden. Harrison, heads up play. Finally, arrow hits and goes down and kills the Crystal Maiden there. So Sentinel with the momentum pushing up. However, this Earthshaker is not doing. This Earthshaker full mana decides to farm and not pushing with his team, and that's you can see a bad play right there with the Earthshaker.
Yeah, he doesn't have boost to travel, so even if he starts walking there, the team would...
I mean, you don't know how you could say that, you don't know how long a team battle could go on, and with the, a Blink Dagger and a long-range Fisher spell, it could help out in fights a lot, so... I'm seeing like by now, the Earthshaker would have made it, and we could have, probably did something. However, yeah, I don't really like the Blade Mail on the Ursa. The thing is that generally, you see a raging Ursa come to you, what's your reaction? You run the fuck out. You're not going to fight with him, so the Blade Mail is not going to do anything. And in this case...
Hobbes, you just mass hearts. Remember those builds? Mass hearts?
Yeah, mass hearts. I mean, even hearts won't be bad, because it makes you survive longer, it gives your ultimate more damage. But usually, I mean, after your BKB, Vlads, and Blink Dagger, you could just freely go whatever item you want. But I think the most effective item is your... Hex, because Hex Stick, just give you 3 seconds to disable to focus down on any hero you want. So I mean,
well, you know what I say about Hex Stick, like when the game's getting late, just everyone buy Hex Stick. I don't care who you are.
It's the best late game item. No questions asked.
And Ursa just solo rushes at level 23, and he's asking who's going to take the cheese. Do some little item micromanagement here, and everyone's all confused because I have no clue what I'm going. Okay, I'm going back to base to pick up the cheese probably, and everyone's just having a. Okay, so they put the cheese on the bird. So now Ursa's with the Aegis, and he's going to be reckoned with. Oh, Ursa sees the fissure, but he doesn't blink in. I don't know why. He should have blinked in there.
Yeah, he should have. I don't know why he's being defensive for. He has an Aegis, and you can see that this Earthshaker is going for his Agamemnon Scepter, which confuses me because Earthshaker all he needs is a dagger, and he's spending most of his time farming instead of ganking with the teammates. So Earthshaker is such a powerful ganker, and he's just farming in the woods. So I think that's a very bad play. Meanwhile, he does get ganked. Ursa coming in just rages on these two noobs, but did not pop his BKB though. So we're just trying his best, chain stunning the hell out of him, and now he pops his BKB, but that's a bit too late. He has taken a lot of damage. However, he still lives and is dumping out a lot of damage. Harrison coming up from the behind, trying to kill the Crystal Maiden, but a Potm is gonna finish the job off. No, trying to TP out, but the Centaur. Oh my God. No, oh my God! Crystal Maidens live there. Wrong misclick. However, this Ursa will go down. Ursa going down. Tinker coming back to support, trying to do some laser one ogre once again. An arrow hits the Ursa, but it looks like we can't really fight. We gotta back out. Tinker could perma hex now with 700 mana, and everyone backing outside. So I think Sentinel is still losing this game. What do you feel about that?
Well, we need to push when we had the chance, and I think now it's like refreshing my memory. This game is refreshing my memory on how the game ended. But yeah, at one point when we were winning, we should have just all went in and started pushing. I mean, before Ursa even got his before ES even got his blink. So because he didn't have blink until like what, like 30 minutes in, which was really late because he kept on
Yeah,
dying
but
over
I
and
think
over.
he got like a godlike already
Oh,
without the blink
bottom, I
dagger.
go back in, I hex uareanoob and laser him.
Oh,
Oh,
four
he four
staff.
stats, but I'm
No,
stupid.
goes for
I
the
hex
hex.
again.
There's some micro problem, and looks like they're just perma hex tinker. There's nothing you can do against that. And
Yeah.
nice try by the blink, but meanwhile on the bottom on the top lane, killing Maiden just for fun, because that's the only thing she could do right now. Potm do some DPS, and the Sentinel team has a lot of DPS capability. Meanwhile, you can see this Earthshaker going into the forest once again, hitting it like the yeah, like a porno film, going back to it again and again. That was inappropriate. Anyways, keep going. Ursa, I think he should have picked up the Invis rune, because the Invis Dazzle, what is he gonna do? Invis Ursa, another thing, does a lot.
Actually, this is. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Earthshaker and Ursa at the exact same position again, but there was a ward that that Harrison placed that allowed Earthshaker to know that Ursa was coming.